Alright, to finish up, part 2, whatever. So there were so many cops asking so many different things, nobody could get their story straight. One cop took my driver's license and walked away. A different cop was yelling at me trying to find my driver's license. I'm like, somebody else took it. Where's your driver's license? They're over there yelling at her. I'm like, whoa, y'all calm down. She's got some special needs. She's going to have a panic attack. And of course she did, so she looked more like a kidnapped victim. They were being super sweet to her, so I do appreciate that. Thank you, Alabama State Troopers and sheriffs and every daggum police officer anywhere in Alabama that showed up. There's tons of you there. Well, after throwing me around a little bit, they got our IDs finally, and they put them together. Like, what's your name? I said, my name's David Sabet. The guy goes, they don't match. They don't match. I'm like, what? They both say Sabet. You said your last name was Davis. I said, no, my name is David Sabet. Oh, so finally some little Barney Fife looking fella. I don't mean as an insult. He was just a smaller, older gentleman. Wasn't wearing SWAT gear. He was just wearing like a rain jacket looking thing that said, you know, Alabama State Patrol or whatever on it. So he tells me the story about how somebody thought I was kidnapping this girl. And so they got here, and I was like, that was an hour later. They said, well, we got set up and was waiting on you. I said, I got here as fast as I could get here. It was almost an hour. It was ridiculous. So they finally eventually put her back in the truck and they let me go. After slamming everything in my pockets on my hood, they said, your stuff's on the hood. And they just all started turning around and leaving. Now, mind you, we're in the middle of the I-65 on holiday traffic. For probably 20, 30 minutes. I don't know how long we was there, but it was a long time. And it was crazy and chaotic. My shoulders still hurt. Today's the 9th. That happened on like the 30th or something. I don't know. When was that? Yeah, maybe the 31st or something. I don't know. It was after the... Yeah, it was that Monday after New Year's or New Year's, whatever. Wow, yeah. So that's the quick, down dirty, not as interesting as I try to make it seem story of how I became Alabama State Patrol's most wanted. You know, it was insane. We left and we were driving. We're sitting there going, what in the world? There was no music in the truck playing. It was just dead silent. She was like, did that really happen or was that a dream? I was like, oh, that really happened. That was wild. For kidnapping my own wife because somebody called the police and said I was kidnapping my own wife. Intense. Heck of intense. Alright, y'all. Thank you. Like, subscribe. Thank you for following and enjoying my story. Whether you enjoyed it or not, I appreciate you listening.